setting things up. All right, welcome everybody. It's Friday. It's Friday evening, and on Fridays we have our UFC 5 Grand-Prix, our UFC 5 tournament simulation tournament. Very excited for this one. This is the last Grand Prix before Grand Prix 10, which is going to be the last of the season. And on Grand Prix 10, we're gonna have some. We're gonna have a special guest probably. We're gonna have a money prize and whatnot. It's gonna be the last of the season. But until then, we're just gonna focus on this tournament today because we have our regular contenders. We have the return of another very good fighter, which is the Pug. So I'm happy to have him back in the tournament, and also our regulars like Dylan Jordan, Groovy. Yeah. Before we kick things in, I just want to take a couple of minutes to talk about this week's card, this week's pay-per-view. If anybody wants to hear some thoughts about it, I heard a lot of criticism that Canadian cards, or they did the Canadian pay-per-view dirty, and I kind of understand that point of view, but I think for Canadians, I think it's a good thing that a lot of these fights have Canadian fighters in them. So for me, as much as I would love to see, all the great names in the world, I would actually love to have a card in my country and see fighters from my country fighting some of the best or some other UFC fighters. So for me, that would be pretty interesting to see. As you can see, like the first three fights, Canada's. I didn't even know that Jasmine was Canadian. She's fighting Priscilla Cachoeira, and Priscilla is, if I'm not mistaken, she's having a small resurgence. I think she got a couple wins. But whenever I see her, I only think about that beating she got from Valentina Shevchenko, where she almost got killed. Um, I didn't know that Gillian is also a Canadian. She's fighting Poliana. Pretty good fight. Charles Jourdain. This guy is really fun to watch. He has a very entertaining style. He's also famous for that Spartan kick, so I think he's gonna do well. Brad Katona, the tough winner. He's a very good fighter, very well rounded, very good fight IQ. So I know that this is the second time he's been in the UFC, and I hope he does well this time. Even the first time, it was like just one win or two losses, or two wins and one loss, went to decision and stuff like that. So he never really, he wasn't getting knocked out left and right by UFC fighters. Then a very interesting fight at featherweight between Evloev, who's a wrestler, a pretty strong one, against Arnold Allen. Gonna be a very interesting matchup. I would lean, since this is a 3 rounds fight, I would probably lean towards Evloev, but we'll see what happens. Mike Malla has been recently added to the UFC game. Honestly, I didn't know who he was, but now I kind of realized that the last update with UFC fighters had a lot of fighters from this card, and I kind of like the direction where the UFC goes with it. Like, they're adding fighters as soon as events go on. Like for example, Mayra Buenosilov was added, Mike was added, Charles Jourdain was added, all of them at the same time. Um, yeah, so apparently he's a rising prospect, and Neil Magny is just a journeyman at the end of his career, so he's just in for a paycheck. Um, and then we have the women's bantamweight title fight. It looks pretty lackluster after Amanda left. Honestly, I don't see Raquel as being a. I mean, it shows how shallow the division is. Raquel Pennington is just. I don't know. I've watched some of her fights. She's just. I don't know. I never really enjoy watching her fight. Maida seems to be pretty skilled. I'm going with her. I hope she wins the title, but yeah, we'll see. And the main event, yeah, a lot of people were waiting. So as you can see, even the odds are pretty even between Sean Strickland and Dricus. Um, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I just think that Dricus is gonna get it. I think he's powerful. I think he's unorthodox. I think he has the wrestling as well. Um, yeah, I mean props to Sean. Props to Sean um, in the fight with Adesanya. Like he got that knockdown early, and then Israel could not really recover for that fight, and he played sorry he fought really well, and he got the belt. But honestly, I don't really see Sean as being champion material. I don't see him as being the best or even top three in middleweight division. For example, I would bet right now that he would lose to Robert Whitaker. For example, he lost to um, Jared Cannonier as well. Um, I mean, props to him that he got that win against Adesanya, but it looked to me like some sort of Juliana Pena, Matt Serra kind of thing. Um, I'm sure that probably 9 times out of 10 he will lose that fight. I'm not trying to discredit him. It's just that he's a champion material. I just don't think so. And I think Dricus is gonna win. He's better. He's better. All right. So now that you heard me rambling a little bit, let's get on with our stuff. And we have a round robin tonight, which is a pretty interesting format, which means everybody fights everybody. So all the players tonight are going to face each other, and that gives you the opportunity to express your skills a little bit more. A simulation mode also offers you the chance to stay a little bit longer in the fight, and we have a pretty interesting system, which is you get 3 points for a finish. So a finish meaning a knockout, a TKO, a doctor stoppage, or a submission. So they all count the same 3 points. You get 2 points if you win by decision. So it's going to be important to get finishes. And in case we get a draw, they don't happen very often, but they did happen a couple of times in our tournaments. I think we had like 3 or maybe even 4 draws so far. Mm, or no, I think 3. I think 3 draws. Yeah. So they can happen. In case of a draw, both players get 1 point. The top two fighters, the top two fighters that get number of points will be facing each other in the undisputed championship. So here's the thing: even if one player wins all these 4 fights that he's in, he is not the champion. He is just qualified to the title fight, and he can meet the second guy, and if he loses the belt or loses the fight. It happened in my fight against the Trials. So I won the regular round robin. I defeated all my opponents, but then I lost to him in the title fight, and he was the champion. So this can happen today as well. So keep in mind that winning all the matches will just give you a title shot, but not the title. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead with the first fight, which is going to be Jordan versus the Pug. And let me tell the. Oh, I think they're already. Okay, I think they're already getting ready, which is great. Now let's just see the weight class. We have a pretty interesting system with weight classes. So I spin the wheel. The lower ranked player is going to pick the weight class, but I spin the wheel, and if he doesn't like the weight class, he can choose to spin it. But the second option that gets on is going to stay. So for example, I spin it right now. I'm spinning it right now, and it goes to flyweight. So now the Pug will have the chance to keep this weight class or to spin again. So let's see. I personally like flyweight. I think it's a pretty fun weight class. Alright, we also got the... Oh, so the Pug is gonna be on the left. And Jordan's gonna be on the right. This is gonna be a pretty interesting fight. I really like Jordan. Spin. Okay, awesome. So it's not gonna be flyweight. Let's see what we get. Women's bantamweight or featherweight? Yeah, it's gonna be featherweight. So I think this actually works in Jordan's favor because he really enjoys playing with Brian Ortega, and he actually got a couple of wins in the league using Brian Ortega. So we'll see if he goes with Brian Ortega or maybe picks somebody else. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna go with Brian. And we'll see who the Pug goes with. So I see it's 1-0 for the Pug. So I think they fought in the Grand-Prix before. I wonder who the Pug is going to pick in featherweight. Maybe Ilya, Topuria, or maybe somebody else. I really don't like these weight classes that... Featherweight is one of them, unfortunately, that don't have too many well-rounded fighters. Like featherweight, for example, is just full of strikers. Like everybody is a striker in featherweight. Even Brian Ortega, who's a jiu-jitsu, wizard, he's in his fights. He fights a lot on the feet. All right, and we got Prime Jose Aldo, the new addition to the game for the Pug. That's a pretty interesting pick. To see Prime Jose Aldo, 5 stars at work.
Ready.
Oh, in the Apex, nice.
Do it.
Let's go. Honestly, I haven't used Prime Jose Aldo so far. I'm not sure if he's very different. Oh, it takes him down, side control. Not sure if you want to have Brian Ortega on the bottom. Of course, Jose Aldo has a very good submission submission defense. Gets into mount. Denies the transition. Goes for an arm triangle. Very brave here from the pug. Denied his transition. And I think he's going to get a desperate escape here. This is crazy, man. Yeah, he did. It's pretty interesting that the pug just went straight to wrestling with Jose Aldo against Brian Ortega and got a desperate escape. It's just very interesting. A couple of good shots there from Jordan. Another kick into a spinning elbow. Oh, another one. Looks like he likes that move a lot. He did knock out Groovy last time with that move in a fight that he wasn't doing great. The pug told us in the chat a couple of times that he is aiming to get that belt. Oh, nice head kick. So why not? He has a chance to get it tonight. The champion is competing after all, so... Oh, nice hip toss. Jordan needs to be a little bit calmer with his transitions. I think he's rushing his transition too much and giving the pug the opportunity exactly here to deny these transitions and even go for... Oh, beautiful. He's going to transition into mount. Denies the half guard. And he is going into an armbar. I think it will take more than 2 submission attempts. Oh, nice. He struggled, and he got the desperate escape. And I think it needs to be 1 more submission attempt. I wonder what's Aldo's submission offense. Prime Aldo, I mean. Gets him into crucifix. No Americana in this game, but there is a Darce. Sorry, an arm triangle from this position. Jordan gets the back. Now it's his opportunity to work here. Rear naked choke. Gets denied immediately. It wasn't a bad thing from Jordan to immediately attempt the rear naked choke because it's actually a pretty fast transition, and especially from Brian Ortega, the transition is very fast. Goes for a Kimura. Amazing display of grappling here from the pug. And again, arm triangle. Yeah, gets out again. That transition is a little bit harder to deny. Two desperate escapes that the pug got in a lot of control time. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this round is a 10-8. Nice combinations. Perfectly played from the pug so far. He looks great, man. But Jordan is a guy that doesn't really quit easily, and he's very tricky to fight. And you never know. He didn't suffer too much damage in this round. Oh, there you go. Knockdown right before the end of the round. That's a little bit unfortunate. I was about to say that he hasn't suffered any damage. But he did now. Prime Aldo looking sharp.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
I wonder if this Prime version is because I know from UFC 4, Prime versions were objectively better, but there were certain things where the regular fighter type was better in some other regards. Great combinations from the Pug. He's very patient. His style looks very adapted to the simulation mode. So I know simulation mode is really not everybody's cup of tea because a lot of people got used to the pace of UFC 4 and even the pace of UFC 5's competitive ranked mode, which is very fast-paced, volume, strikes-based, even though we had an update with the stamina. But simulation mode is probably the closest thing we had in years to a real MMA fight simulator. So it's not always fun, it's not always great, but it's more tactical, it's more hardcore, no HUD, no grappling advantage, no stamina is pretty unforgiving, so I personally like that. When I play an MMA game, I want to play something that simulates real life. Of course, I do enjoy playing ranked as well, you know, once a week after a couple of glasses. But when it comes to actually, you know, enjoying, I enjoy something that is a little bit more technical, a little bit more realistic. Beautiful knockdown there. Jordan seems to not have too many solutions. Oh, he got rocked there on the ground. And that's why I created this this concept. Simulation League. I'm pretty sure we're the only simulation league around. If you know any other simulation leagues, that would be great to tell us. And I'm actually very happy for all the players that decided to join this league and test their skills. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to. You can play ranked. You can play in other leagues. Beautiful combinations from the Pug, man. The Pug is simply dominating in every single aspect. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful straight punch. Great play, and the Pug is looking great, and he is a very serious contender to the championship title. Beautiful. So Jordan starts with a sorry. But of course, it's not over. Jordan still has 3 fights left, so there's still lots to play for. Next fight, we're gonna have Groovy versus Dylan. Let's see if they're ready. I think they are. Yes. Let me change the names. Dylan and Groovy. Let's see. So Dylan is the underdog here, according to ranking. So he's gonna pick the weight class. The weight class is light heavyweight or heavyweight, one of the two. Light heavyweight. Spin. Okay. Let's see what The Ignite gods want women's flyweight. I love it. I know players hate these weight classes, but I love when I see them. Because it's very interesting for me to see how people adapt to the weight classes that don't happen. Women's fly. So let's go. Women's flyweight is actually pretty fun in my opinion. It has a couple of good fighters. I mean, you got Valentina, you got Manon Fiorot, you got Rose, you got Tyler Santos. A couple of good fighters. So Groovy picks the first fighter. So let's see what's gonna be his fighter pick. I'm guessing he might go with Valentina. And by the way, Erin Blanchfield as well is a very good fighter in flyweight. For those of you who like to grapple, she's actually pretty good. But I think many people just want to go with Valentina. Oh, will she go? Will he go with Muay Thai? All right, so I think we're gonna have a Valentina Shevchenko versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I forgot about Joanna. In green, nice. Joanna Jędrzejczyk is in flyweight as well. So yeah, it's exactly what I was saying. This weight class is actually quite nice. I mean, there are a lot of good fighters, a lot of different fighters. If you like strikers, if you like well-rounded or wrestlers and everything, I think from a game perspective, it does have plenty of options. I would go and even say that women's fly is uh, probably the best women's division right now. Groovy took Dylan's back there. Looks like people want to grapple today. And that's fine. I really love to see it. This fight has been such a one of the most played matchups in UFC 4. Valentina versus Ioana. Like every time there were the women's divisions and ranked, Valentina versus Ioana. That's the only thing you'd see. And Ioana is like a female Max. It's like a female Max Holloway. Very fast, very durable. Can interrupt you really, really well. It's pretty hard to beat her. Especially in UFC 4, it was very hard to beat Ioana Jędrzejczyk. Especially if the other player had like at least basic understanding of the ground game, the fight was just Dark Souls mode. Groovy is a little bit more technical here with his strikes. Dylan is trying to be a little bit more aggressive to throw some volume. And that's fine because Ioana has a very good cardio, so I think he can go crazy a little bit, especially since Ioana does not have too much power. So he would need to compensate that with volume. Gotta be careful though. Simulation mode is pretty ruthless to whiffing attacks. But if you land your attacks, then it's fine. Oh, beautiful combination and knocks him down. Beautiful combination after a pull. Another one now. Really nice pulls here from Dylan. I think my volume is a little bit too low. Okay, there we go. Oh, and again, sits him down with a nice combination, and Dylan has definitely taken control of this this fight with the pulls. And surprisingly so, his pull counters are exactly what Groovy is good at. Like, he pulls counter you, and after that he has a very deadly follow-up. Oh, beautiful spear takedown. I think that's a very smart decision here from Groovy to take the fight to the ground. Great fight so far. This is why I always tell you that women's fights can be pretty spectacular. Dylan has Groovy in a submission in an armbar position right now. And he's taking his time. He's just struggling. And he gets the arm. Gets a desperate escape. Dylan's looking great. And the fight was pretty even for the first 2 minutes. Oh, goes for the arm triangle. Oh, deny his transition. He's definitely going to go for it right now. This might be a tap. No, I think Ioana does not have enough submission power. But the next one is definitely going to be a tap. Two knockdowns. Two desperate escapes. This might be a 10-7 round.
Hey, stop.
It's a 10-8 for sure. I would really like to see after that, but this round was a 10-8. I mean, I've seen it multiple times when you knock somebody down and you outstrike them and you also get a desperate escape, that they usually give you the 10-8 round. Dylan looks very confident here. He had an amazing round, but let's not forget that he has been spending a lot of energy, and Groovy is still not very damaged. These fights are not a sprint, you know. And in simulation mode, oh, it's going to be a slam. Nice, gets the side control. With simulation mode, you got to be careful. The fight is 3 rounds. A couple of days ago, I was just, you know, playing some simulation mode online, seeing quick fight. And I picked Prime Robbie Lawler just to see how he feels. And I fought a guy that was Wonderboy Thompson, and he was a really good fighter. He dropped me in the first round like 4 times, and he was completely beating me. Even the doctor came in. And I just took my time in the second round, and I finished him in the third. Just because he gassed himself out. Armbar attempt here. So, if Groovy just gets his calm back, keeps it simple, goes to the body, tries to maybe make Dylan waste some of his energy, he can come back. There's still lots to play for. Dylan, on the other hand, also needs to be a little bit more composed and sharp and not just go for the kill. And he is doing it right now. I like it. Oh, again, catches him with that very good pull, man. Oh, nice elbow. I think Groovy should focus on using more straight attacks since Dylan is doing a lot of pulls. Again. Oh! Jesus, man. That's exactly what happened last time with Groovy. He was fighting, man, he was fighting Jordan and he was winning and he got knocked down exactly like that with an elbow. And he got the win now. And if I'm not mistaken, it was exactly the same. It was exactly the same matchup. It was Valentina versus Ioana. This is crazy, man. props to Groovy, man. He got the win. This is MMA. This happens. But Dylan looked amazing as well. Dylan looked amazing, and there's still lots to play for. But props to them. Props to them. That was a great fight. Great tourney. Yeah, things happen. So Jackson got the win, and now that he got the win, he's fighting again. He's gonna fight the Pug. This is round robin, so we're not gonna be doing a lot of waiting. But Dylan, as I said, Dylan looked amazing, and I think he's gonna bounce back. Okay. The Pug. So. Alright, so we're gonna see the winners of the first two matches face each other in the next round. And after that is going to be me versus Jordan, probably, yes. So let's see the weight class. The weight class is lightweight, and I think the Pug will definitely want to keep it. Spin. Okay, that's interesting. So he doesn't want lightweight. That's a pretty... But I've seen some other players like picking some other weight classes. Now it gets to flyweight, the weight class he rejected the first time. Or maybe the Pug just wants to make it completely random. Like he just doesn't want to pick. He just wants to uh, go with random. Alright, this is going to be a very interesting fight. I think Groovy definitely got some morale after that fight. He was losing, but as I said, it's not over till it's over. And he's not going to... Jackson picks first. Let's see if we have. So I think the Pug gonna be on the left and Groovy gonna be on the right. Yeah. All right. Until you guys figure out stuff, just gonna go and get some water. So we're having Brandon Moreno versus Kai Kara France. It's a pretty good matchup. And yeah, ready to go when you guys are.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good. Fight time. Here we go. That's all right there.
Alright, so 3 minutes have passed from the first round. I hope I didn't miss something too important. Again, the fight takes place in the Apex. I like this arena. It looks pretty nice. And I think it's a good opportunity to... I don't think there's commentary in the Apex. Looks like the Pug is using the champion shorts. He's probably wants to visualize, right, to materialize his desire of becoming champion. Groovy a little bit on the back foot here, but we've seen him doing the same thing in the fight with Dylan. This fight is is more important than probably these two think. This fight may even decide who's in the title fight. They've both won their first fights, so another win here against the other guy that has a win can get them pretty close to that title fight. I like that the pug really understands that. Well, Jackson has always been, Groovy has always been more of a sim type of player. But I like that the pug, even though he came from like the outside, like he never competed in our league, he understood like, okay, this is the strategy that I need to employ in this type of fight. I need to be accurate. I need to be patient. I need to work the body. I need to be well-rounded. And it's working. Okay, so no rocks. But it looks like Groovy landed more strikes, so he probably won the first round. I think he did.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Oh, beautiful combination. Three-piece. Looks like there's some blood on Groovy's face. Needs to be careful with that. It's a long fight. Oh, spinning. Flying knee out of nowhere. Groovy is a pretty technical, patient type of fighter, but sometimes he tries these flying knees out of nowhere, and you gotta be careful. That's probably the best thing in being a fighter, is to try to be as diverse as possible. Clinch. The pug hasn't attempted too much grappling in this fight. Kai Kara France is really not a grappler, actually. Oh, spinning kick. Spinning wheel kick. Takes the back. Looks like Groovy wants to grapple now. Not a bad idea, considering that his face doesn't look too good. By the way, this fight has happened in real life twice. Brandon Moreno won both. I think Brandon is fighting the other Brandon, Royval, in a probably #1 contender fight. It's kind of hard to have a flyweight division without Brandon Moreno right now. I hope they give him credit, because he's always entertaining in his fights. He fought 4 times against Davison Figueiredo. Oh, got rocked there, Groovy. Elbow. Got rocked again, got dropped. It looks like damage starting to accumulate. And now he has he had lost 3 times against Alexandre Pantoja. The last fight they had was amazing. Oh, a bail. Tried to. The camera glitch. That usually happens after that. Funnily enough, it's really not a bad camera. I mean, I think they could introduce something like this in the game. Obviously, it makes it harder to understand what you're doing at times, but
Stop.
oh, the doc comes in and it's definitely oh man, I'm so there's so many times I'm wrong tonight. I was dead sure. So if you asked me like who's the doctor gonna come in for, I would have said 100% for Moreno.
You ready to fight?
But it comes
Ready.
for Kai Kara France. Crazy.
Work.
Here's the thing. Apart from cuts, there's also swelling in the game. So sometimes it doesn't look like there's enough damage, but there is swelling. So the doc will also come in for that. So far, a very good round for the Pug, but Groovy got the doctor coming in, so there is a chance that in the next 6 minutes, if this fight goes to a decision, that the doctor might come again. So the Pug needs to be very careful. Okay, a chance to land some elbows here. No. Whenever you see the doctor come in, you know that you're always in danger. You're always in danger that the doctor's gonna come in on a second time. Because it's really, if you hit somebody in a place and then the doctor comes in, it's really not hard to just hit him again. All you have to do is just land some hooks or some elbows, and honestly, it's just really not that hard. So what I'm saying is that if you get the doctor to come in once, it's really not hard to get him to come the second time. But we'll see if Groovy is able to do that. A very interesting fight.
Stop.
So probably Groovy edged the first round. Probably. Second round goes to the Pug.
You ready to fight?
But Groovy had a doctor had the doctor come in. So the third round is very interesting now. When you hear that hit sound, oh, nice combination there from Groovy, and it's actually a combination that Moreno throws in real life as well, ending in a kick, 1-2 ending in a kick, standing still. A very good fight so far. Another elbow. Yeah, Groovy's definitely going for that cut. Or for that eye. Oh, got hit there with the uppercut. Gotta be careful. Oh, another elbow. I thought got dropped there when he tried the flying knee. That old oh, the doctor comes in. Yep. This time he comes for Moreno. It doesn't look too good. But he's going to let him continue, and that's great. So the doctor came in twice.
You ready? You ready? Do it.
All right. Very interesting fight. I think the Pug has the upper hand right now, but we've seen in the last fight where Groovy was in. Oh, got rocked there with a straight. Rocked him with an elbow. Try to go for a takedown. He's still rocked. That was a Kevin Gastelum moment for. Again, he rocks him with the elbow. He's rocked. A Kevin Gastelum moment for Groovy there. Like the pug was really rocked there from the elbows. It took him a little bit to recover. Drops him with the elbow. Has the chance to finish.
Like that! Like that!
And gets him on the ground. Man, this fight just got really interesting. There is a chance this fight might end in a draw. It's that close. For a second, I thought that the pug is running away with it, but it's not actually happening. Groovy's just going Diaz mode in this tournament. Takes the back.
It's work. I'll stand it up. It's work.
Nice half guard. Oh, and they get back up. I think that's a pretty smart decision for the pug there. He knows that he kind of has some advantage damage-wise. And just, you know, trying to lay on Groovy and just trying to maybe work towards the... Oh, damn, man. Man. Groovy is tonight's Nate Diaz. Bro, I can't wait to fight him. I can't wait to fight him. He's so fun. He's so fun. He's a very fun fighter, man, to watch and to fight. 2 fights that he was probably losing. I want to see the scorecards. 2 fights that he was probably losing. Okay, this one was a lot closer than the previous one, but I think he was probably losing this one as well. He got another flush knockout. Let's see the judges. I'm really curious. It was probably 19. No, it was 2018. It was 2018 for Kai Kara-France. So it makes it even more impressive. Man, Groovy's on a roll. Beautiful. Who thought that this Grand Prix is going to be so exciting? Amazing. Yep. Well, just a minor setback for the pug. He can definitely come back. Okay. Next fight is gonna be me versus Jordan. So I get to fight after an hour. Okay, gonna put here the champ. I said last time, I know that probably nobody really cared about it, but I said last time that I'm the only guy that defended his belt. Actually, that's not true. Tronfian also defended his belt, just not immediately. There was an interim championship, and after that, when he came back, he defended his belt. So I'm not the only one. But tonight, I am trying to get my second defense as a champion, and the road starts against Jordan. So let's see the weight class. So it's women's flyweight. Let's see if Jordan wants to keep it. We had a lot of flyweight tonight, both men and women. Okay, this is Jordan's account. I'm not sure if he's still live. No, he's not live anymore. Spin. Okay. Women's bantamweight. Nice. Alright, so let's get the PS ready. So I think the game does not list Amanda Nunes as the champion anymore, which means that she can be picked if one desires to do so. Not sure if I'm gonna go with her. We'll see. All right, so in a minute, I'm just gonna go and fight Jordan. Hope you guys enjoy the fight, and I'll see you after.
Say less. Tired of the fake shit. Tired of the bullshit. Tired of all these talkings, but they gon' do shit. Tired of all these pretty squash shit. You gotta follow me, I ain't squash the shit. Say less. 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 I ain't squashing shit, JC can tell me do it. I'ma tell them no. OGs get on the blogs, act like they killers. Most of them hoes. Trenches, I'm like Drake, but I can't count that baby hole. I grew up a screw up at the heat the crib up with the stove. 15 roaches crawled up on my face. Diddy probably troll. I get a Grammy, I'm on stage with killers, how I be at show. No gimmick, I told Pooh he just like Kendrick with a shiesty flow. I used to look up to them hood legends, some mices though. Say less, I had to shop at Payless. For lawyers, you can't pay less. I can swipe off lawyers and for choppers with my Apex. Dirk ain't from the trenches, who the fuck you really say that? Dirk ain't for his, who the fuck you really say that? Say less, say less, say less, say less, say less, say less, say less. Man, what? I ain't gotta talk about it, now I got it, look. Stylists get their style from me, I promise you. I don't want the bitch if she don't do it sloppy, yeah. We not hearing it, barbarians the big. What's rocky, her head, what's sloppy. The feds on my body, cause my Cuban link so I can look her mess. For Christmas, even if it ain't no holiday, I slay. Fuck breakfast, she gon' eat me up and swallow me. I'm like, yeah, my experts don't like me. But she still follow me cause I'm lit. And my enemies shooting in the air like Hail Mary, we blitz. Look, after all that I did, sorry baby, I don't wanna find no love and start this. Ratchet on me, ratchet right on my hip. Pass it, so little broski, he gon' empty the class. Like Tracy McGrady, I'ma keep one up in my shit. Let it reflect the Navy on my ain't with nothing. Let's go me and Durkee, oh you know we wildin'. Word of mommy, my tank got built for serving aunties. Spin the block, sending shots, so much shots. Hit his body, you gon' think I got the monkey pox. Moving on dead silence, it's a war zone outside. Moving like little red, Robin hoodie on all the time, huh? Tired of all the fake shit, tired of all the bullshit. Tired of all these talkings, but they gon' do shit. Tired of all these squash shit. You gotta follow me, I ain't squash the shit. Say less. Say less, say less, say less, say less, say less, say less, say less. Man, what?
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
All right, I want your level change, head movement, everything working now. Stay focused.
Muito bom. Direto de direita na pressão.
Look out for that left. Use your right hand to block. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. Hands up. That's it. Put them hands out there. Love that striking. I need you to keep pushing forward. Keep your hands up. Use your footwork now. It's okay. Use your footwork. Counter off those kicks. Feet on hips. Push her off.
Vai pro side control. Sai da minha guarda.
All right, girl. Awesome. You're doing great this round.
Faz força com o braço. Anda. Let's work. I'll stand this up. You need to work. Entra com o tempo de braço. Vai.
Yeah.
All right, good fight, Jordan. I'm glad that I managed to get the submission win. I was a little bit nervous seeing the
Ladies and gentlemen,
Valentina
referee
pick.
Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest.
I'm not always
26 seconds of the
always comfortable to see to fight somebody that has better striking or more well-rounded overall. But I'm glad I got a submission. And of course, Jordan's road is not over. He still has 2 more fights where he can prove his worth. And now a very interesting fight between me and Groovy. So Groovy went Diaz mode tonight, and he won 2 of his fights that he was losing. So I hope that doesn't happen with me. So if I'm to lose, I just want to lose and not just win and then lose, because it's a lot more frustrating. But if Groovy wins this one, he's 90% qualified to the title fight against. So I'm very happy to fight him, and we're about to see the wheel. He's going to pick the weight class. Let's see what he wants to pick. So the weight class is light heavyweight. Let's see if he wants to keep it at light heavyweight. It always goes to light heavyweight when Groovy's playing. Let's see if he wants to keep it at light heavyweight or maybe switch it to something else. Spin. Okay. Let's see what we get. We get heavyweight. We get heavyweight. Heavyweight. Alright, so I think I already have the... Let's see if Groovy's still live. I think he's not. Okay. So first, so we have the first two matches. So let's look at the standings. So Groovy is number 1 with 2 wins. I am number 2 with 1 win. Then we have the Pug with 1 win and 1 loss. Then we have Dylan and Jordan with 1 respectively 2 losses. It's still the big. We're heading into the middle part of the tournament, so things can still happen. So one of us is going to lose right now, or it's probably going to be a draw. Who knows? All right, so we got the link ready. Okay, unfortunately, there's not going to be any commentary for this fight either until I get somebody full-time commentator. But I hope you guys are going to enjoy the next fight. It's going to be a heavyweight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Let's pick it up. Come on, bro. Keep those hands up for me. down, bud. That was awesome. Great round. Another round in the books then.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
This is your round. Here we go. Good job. Nice, you got him hurt. You got him hurt. Fire back. Nice. There you go.
Time.
All right, take a seat, bud. Listen, we're down on the scorecard.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Attack and cut! Attack and cut! Nice hit, bro. Nice. That was perfect. I want more of that. Keep that pressure high now. Good shots. Keep it up. Keep it right there. Let's start to look for those knees to the body. Posture up. Hold to the top. Come on, get those hands up. Watch yourself. Now you gotta get back up. Scramble and get back up. Scramble. Relax. Get on your side. Don't let him keep you flat. You gotta move. Don't be flat. Off the elbow.
Stop.
All right, good fight to Groovy. We finally got to see John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. It was a pretty close fight. I managed to get the win by submission. It's because Tom does not have a great stamina, and I think Groovy was a little bit faded in the third round, which allowed me to press on the submission. And I think so. Even in the last submission, he did a good job of trying to steal the moment, but I had a very good reaction there. But it was a good intention for him because he was lower on stamina than I was, and I would just do the struggle mechanic and get the submission eventually. So he actually did well there, but unfortunately was not in his favor. But props to him. He's still very close to a title fight. And I managed to get my second win, and Groovy gets his first loss. And the next fight is going to be Dylan versus the Pug, and this is going to be a very interesting fight. concerning the title. So let's spin the wheel here and see what we get. Featherweight is the weight class. All right, so we're gonna keep featherweight, and we're gonna see Dylan, who likes to come forward and fight, versus the Pug, who also does not want to back off. He likes to fight as well. All right, so Dylan is on the left. And the Pug is on the right. Fight's taking place at featherweight. And it looks like it's going to be Max Holloway versus Prime Aldo, which is a great fight to see. And whenever our combatants are ready, we can go. Just going to quickly get some water. Hopefully I'm not going to lose too much of this fight. Alright, I'm back. I know that I sound like a broken record, but I hope I didn't miss something big. There's no blood, which means that the fight is still pretty much even. I hope they do something about... The thing is, the game right now, since it's a lot more optimized than UFC 4, is a little bit easier to react to certain things, which is, for example, body shots, takedowns, leg kicks, some things that were pretty hard to react in UFC 4. I can't say that I was like an elite leg kicker or something like that, but I did finish a lot of people with leg kicks, or before, like, did enough damage with leg kicks in order to finish the fight after. But in this game, just leg kicks just simply just don't work, man. And that's a little bit of a disadvantage because Jose Aldo would definitely have the leg kicks again. Oh, we have an arm triangle here. Looks like the Pug really wants to go with the... Oh. Really wants to get submissions with Jose Aldo. You got a knockout. All right, let's have a look at the stats of the round. I see a cut there. Oh, there's a desperate submission escape that happened. So probably the Pug got the first round. So I was saying that leg kicks are definitely not working. So it's a shame because Jose Aldo's leg kicks are legendary. And in UFC 4, for example, if I picked Jose Aldo, I would just completely destroy Max's legs. Alright, takedown attempt, denied. Oh, beautiful, straight into uppercut. Combination, still wobble there, Dylan. Couple of shots in the pocket from both men. Beautiful. A little bit too eager. You gotta wait a little bit after the... Dylan's pull uppercuts are really good. Again, I think he just needs to be a little bit more calmer. Wait for the right opportunity to counter, because his counters are really good, man. Oh. An overhand there from the Pug. Oh, rocks him there with a good uppercut. And he gets rocked by another uppercut. The Pug has a very good straight uppercut combo. Oh, I think it's going to take him down, and he does. The Pug is really good at these transitions. Goes for a crucifix, and he gets it. This is big. Tries to get up, gets the back mount. Honestly, I think the Pug. So he's a very well-rounded fighter, but I would say that his strongest point is definitely grappling. But his picks generally in these tournaments were more. Some of them were well-rounded, but most of them were striking-oriented. So I'm wondering if he actually wants to. He knows that his grappling is strong, and he wants to pick a striker in order to, you know, have a little bit more benefit on the feet. I don't blame him in that, because that's kind of my mentality as well. For example, if I had to pick between my striking and my grappling, I would definitely pick my striking. I'm definitely stronger there. So I generally pick fighters that have stronger grappling in order to, you know, compensate, because I feel that I would do. Oh, guillotine. Goes into mount. That's a pro move there, because guillotines are actually quite easily defended. So I would pick a grappler or a well-rounded fighter or somebody that has very good submission skills, because I feel pretty confident that even with a fairly decent striker, I would do pretty well. So I wouldn't need to pick somebody like, I don't know, Conor McGregor or something like that, because I feel I could do really well with somebody that is not amazing on the feet. Oh, rocks him down with a hook. That's a standing rock. Knocks him down. This might be the finish. And it is. Dylan gets the win, and the Pug quits. I think he's not very happy. Dylan with a TKO win. I think he was losing the fight. So Dylan gets the finish. A TKO win. And next fight is actually going to be me versus Dylan. He got a very good win there, so I think he's happy, and I think he's in a good spot. We're gonna have a look at the rankings right now. Dylan. I fought Dylan, I think, only once or maybe twice. I remember him being a very tough guy to defeat. Yeah, so we ended round 3, so let's have a look at the standings. So I'm number 1. Groovy's number 2. Dylan is number 3 right now. The Pug dropped to number 4, and Jordan is number 5. So we still have 2 rounds left, and let's see who's going to qualify to that final. So I think we had Dylan versus Groovy. Yes, we did. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. All right. So Dylan is ready. Oh, the weight class first. Sorry. So let's shuffle a little bit. So it's women's flyweight. Women's flyweight, it came up a lot tonight. Spin. Okay. Light heavyweight. Light heavyweight. I was afraid it's gonna be one of. Okay, light heavyweight. All right, so we got the stream ready. I'm just gonna go and fight. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy, and see you after. All right, so I'm back. I'm glad that I got the third submission of the night, and the fight was actually tougher than it looked. I managed to implement my game plan, which is to try to work the body and gas him out. But Dylan was doing a great job of landing some good shots. He rocked me a couple of times. The doctor came in, and to be honest, I was a little bit paranoid and a little bit worried that the doctor is gonna come in the second time and I'm gonna lose by doctor stoppage. So I had to resort to grappling, and Dylan was actually very good on the defense, and I really wanted to get the submission so I wouldn't, be a victim of the doctor stoppages in this game. I was actually a little bit. I think he rocked me like once, and then the doctor just came in the first round, and I was like, oh shit, this is not good. So I get my third win. I'm probably qualified for the title fight right now. Oh, the match is here. Things are going to be very interesting in the last round, but now Groovy's gonna fight his last fight. He's gonna fight against Jordan, and I think Jordan is higher ranked, which means that Groovy's gonna pick the weight class. Let's see. No, women's flyweight, man. Oh, okay. Women's flyweight or women's flyweight? Women's flyweight. Women's flyweight was a lot tonight. It was lucky last time for Groovy. He's fighting Jordan. This is Jordan's last opportunity to maybe qualify for the title. He still has this fight and one fight, so he needs to win both in order to have a chance. If Groovy wins this one, he is qualified for the title. So if he wins this one, he is qualified for the title 100%. So the pressure is on Groovy. Spin, okay, let's see. If not, we're gonna have to wait until the last round. All right, the weight class is lightweight, probably a lot better. Okay, so looks like Groovy's gonna stream. I think he's live. He's still live. Yeah, let's see who's sending. So it's okay. So probably Jordan's gonna be on the left. Groovy's actually fighting for a title qualification right now. So if he wins this fight, he is qualified for the title fight against me. If he loses, then things are going to get pretty complicated, and we'll have to wait until the last round. All right, so the fight's going to take place at lightweight. It's 1-1 between the two, and I do remember the last fight between the two. It was a carbon copy of the fight against Dylan that Groovy had against Dylan. So what happened was it was a women's flyweight fight. Groovy had Joanna, Jordan had Valentina, and Groovy was winning the fight in every way, and Jordan got the win with a flush elbow knockout. It's exactly what happened between Groovy and Dylan. Carbon copy. All right, let's see this fight. It's going to be very important. I am already qualified for the title fight. I have 3 wins. So regardless of what happens in my last fight, I am going to be in the title fight, but the question is who is going to be the contender. It can be either of these guys if Groovy does not win this one. So if Groovy does not win this one, it's gonna get complicated, and we have to wait until the last round. But if Groovy wins this one, he is guaranteed a title shot. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. So Jordan will have to pick first. We'll see who he picks. Is he going Habib? I don't think we've seen Habib so far in this. He's going Habib. And Groovy's going Dustin Poirier. We've never seen Habib. We've never seen Habib in Ignite Combat Series so far. That'd be pretty interesting. Actually, Habib is in the game. He's actually pretty good, even on the feet. I mean, he's very, very tight. You know, he's not a guy that you can land easily on. He has a good chin, good cardio. So a good player would win with Habib on the feet pretty easily. All right, let's go. Dustin is probably the best striker in lightweight. I mean, whenever I play lightweight in ranked, whenever I see a Dustin player, it's always a very hard fight. He's very fast, he's powerful, has a lot of tools. Has a very, very quick jabs and straights and hooks and everything, basically. Leg kick there. I wonder if Jordan is actually wants to grapple. Oh, goes for a single leg and he gets it into side control. Oh, denies the sprawl. Gets into mount. Jordan is determined to grapple, so he picked the best grappler of all time. A lot of people say Habib is the greatest of all time. I don't agree with that statement. I don't think he's the greatest of all time. But I do think he's the greatest grappler of all time. I don't think anybody can grapple with Habib. Maybe Islam, right? Because it's his friend and training partner, but when it comes to grappling, just Habib is just on another level. And I'm gonna say something now that probably a lot of people won't agree with. So when we had Habib versus Conor, it was a fight between probably the best grappler of all time versus the greatest striker of all time. I think Conor McGregor, okay, he didn't, you know, he has some losses and he's not doing great right now and everything. But I think, like, technically speaking, from a technical standpoint, I think Conor McGregor is probably the highest MMA striking we've ever seen. Like, when he was in his prime, like, think about his fight against Max Holloway. That was just amazing display. Obviously, we do have, like, Anderson Silva, Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira, amazing strikers and everything. But when it comes to MMA striking, I think Conor McGregor is probably the best of all time. Oh, nice reversal here from Groovy. Oh, nice head kick there. Tries a takedown again. Oh, we got a submission attempt. It was a triangle, flying triangle attempt. Didn't work out. Pretty technical fight so far. Not much happening. Like, we don't get too much damage. I'm actually pretty interesting to see who's winning this fight. Probably Groovy's a little bit ahead. He's been a little bit more accurate. Oh, nice combination. Oh, beautiful. You rocked him there. Sometimes you don't even realize, but it's a rock. Oh, rocked him with an overhand. That's crazy. Man, sometimes these fights are like, you know, I hit you, you hit me, and we're just, you know, trying to chip away damage, and then suddenly everybody's like throwing overhands and rocking people left and right. Goes with the flying triangle. I think Groovy wants to get his first submission. A submission against Khabib would be definitely pretty impressive. And I think he's getting the triangle right now. No. Got out. And I think he got it this time. Nope. Again, Khabib with a great submission defense. When it comes to striking, I know a lot of people, including myself sometimes, you know, laugh at Khabib's striking technical ability, but he's actually, he's very, you know, durable, and it's kind of hard to hit him well. And
You ready to fight? Ready.
to put it like this, I think if, for example, Conor and Khabib would have gone striking only for 5 rounds, I think Conor would have won by decision. I don't think Conor would have knocked him out. He's just not somebody you would knock out, Khabib. Oh, back sitting, reversal. Looks like Groovy's the superior grappler here, even though Jordan picked Khabib. Jordan didn't get a win so far, but he's actually fighting to get... If he wins this one, and then if he wins against Dylan, he is actually in a good contention. Actually, if I think about it, so Jordan, if he wins this fight, and if he wins against Dylan, he's getting a title shot. Yes, he is getting a title shot because he's going to be on par with Groovy. And he's going to have the direct matchup. And Dylan is going to have only 1 win. So Jordan actually is in a pretty good position right now. Oh! Try to go for a Kimura. And I see that he's actually trying to use his grappling as much as possible against Groovy. That'll be a pretty interesting event. Triangle choke. Gets out. The event has been crazy so far, but if Jordan makes it to a title fight, considering that he lost his first 2 fights by finish, that'd be pretty crazy. These guys are not worried about denying any transitions. They're just going at it. Oh, trying to go for a Kimura. Gets the back, man. Oh, that's a Darce. Not gonna get it. Yep, not gonna get the Darce. These guys are crazy, man. They're just going for it. No denials, no nothing. They're just going for the transitions, going for submission. Triangle. Denied. Okay. And I think, yep, this is a desperate escape. It's a desperate escape. So Jordan now has the upper hand. Oh, goes for the arm triangle, easily reversed. That's one of the moves that is easily reversed. So Jordan had a desperate escape, and I think the next desperate escape is definitely going to be a submission. The triangle is a very good move in this game. I love it. And it's actually funny, if Jordan wins this one, he's actually giving chances to both Dylan and the Pug to get a title shot. This tournament has been crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
Watch out!
Oh, try to get a takedown. Denied. Jordan needs to be a little bit more calculated with his grappling. I think he's just rushing too much. I mean, I understand he has Habib, but... Oh, armbar attempt here from Groovy. And he's not getting it. No, he's not getting it. Side control for Habib. Jordan did get one desperate escape, and I think the second desperate escape is definitely a submission because Habib probably has a very high submission stat. Guillotine jump. Man, these guys are crazy. Goes for the guillotine, but I think he's not going to get it. That actually happened in real life. Dustin went for the jumping guillotine. Side saddle. Darsh choke. For Dustin, man, these guys are crazy. Like, this is the most dynamic grappling I've ever seen. And this, in these, I'm not sure who's winning right now. So, Jordan, like Groovy looked to be a little bit more accurate, a little bit more technical, a little bit more effective with his striking and grappling. But Jordan got a desperate escape, so if he gets another one, it's over. I can't imagine somebody, I don't know, maybe probably Charles or Oliveira or something, but I can't imagine somebody taking two desperate escapes from Habib. It's probably gonna be a wrap if it happens again. Well, it depends on the stamina as well. But Jordan is doing a good job of being tight. He's just rushing his grappling a little bit too much. Okay, goes for a slam, gets his side control. Great position to be in. Also to be noted that both of these gentlemen are fighting at 200 and something ping, which it's, you know, it makes it a little bit harder to deny transitions. Oh, denied the get up there. Full guard. In UFC 4 that would have been, oh, triangle choke. I don't think he's gonna get it. Nope. Slam. Side control now. Sprawl. Get up. Misses the guillotine counter there, Jordan. Oh, there's an armbar. Groovy really wants to grapple. Oh, denies it. Denies the armbar attempt here, Jordan. Great job. And he gets back on top. Man, this fight is crazy. Might even end in a draw. The draw would definitely be in in Groovy's advantage, because it would be just enough for him to get the title shot. Darce. This is crazy, man. Crazy grappling between the two. Oh, Darce choke now for Jordan. Gotta be careful. North south. Yep. Fast enough. I find it really funny that they just don't give an F about denying and everything. Okay, we got a couple denials there. Oh, Darce again. I think Jordan really needs to try to defend. You know, Darce for Dustin. And I think, no, he's not going to get it. Man, this is crazy. Guillotine. Okay. Looks like Jordan is being patient. He's looking for a denial. Goes for the guillotine. And that's it. Jordan gets the submission. Jordan gets the submission. Amazing fight. I loved it. I loved it. This event is great, man. This event has been great so far. Groovy is now in danger. He might lose his title shot. I want to see the judges. Wow. He was... Actually, no. It was 19-19 on 2 judges. But he was kind of winning. Jordan is back. Jordan is back. Amazing. Amazing submission win. I love, man. This event has been great. Probably one of the best events. A good submission by Jordan, which puts him in a very good position. So let's have a look at the standings. So as if right now I am in the title fight for sure. So Groovy is number 2, the Pug is number 3, Dylan is number 4, Jordan number 5. So yeah, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Yeah, so there is a chance for all 4 players besides me to get a title shot, which is, for example, right now both Dylan and Jordan have a win against Groovy. So if one of them wins and I win my last fight against the Pug, they're probably going to get the title shot. So Dylan versus Jordan. Let's see the weight class. Yeah, things are getting interesting, man. It's a very interesting event. We're getting to flyweight. Spin. Okay. Oh, featherweight again. We might see a Max versus Brian Ortega. So Dylan, I think he has his stream up. Oh, they're already. Damn, they fought each other so many times. Their team players, so they have good ping. So Dylan is gonna be on the left. Jordan's gonna be on the right. Man, the calculations are so complicated right now. Anything can happen. So until we get there, so I don't want to do any calculations and everything. All you need to know is that if you win, you got a solid chance. Even Groovy, who does not have a fight right now in the last round, he's in pole position to get the title. What Groovy is actually aiming for is a win from Dylan, because he won against Dylan, so he wants, if Jordan wins, then there's a problem. So all 4 players right now have a good chance of getting a title. So here we go. Prime Aldo versus probably Max Holloway. What? I missed the knockout? Jesus, I just went to get some water. So Dylan won the fight by knockout. I'm really sorry. Just went to go with some water to get some water. So Dylan won the fight by knockout. Spinning elbow. First round. So let's have a look at the scores and standings. This is pretty interesting because so if I win against the Pug, then Groovy's getting the title shot. if I lose against the Pug, I think, let me have a look at the matches. So Jackson defeated Dylan and defeated, I think he defeated the Pug as well. No, he defeated both of them. Groovy's getting the title shot. Groovy's getting the title shot. So this is just for fun. The last fight between me and the Pug. Groovy's getting the title shot. Yep. Yep, he is getting the title shot. So the Pug is not gonna get a title shot, but you know, win against me since I'm the champion could definitely, you know, boost his morale a little bit. Not sure if he's around. I'm just gonna search for a charger for my phone and then fight him if he wants to fight. Okay, looks like the Pug is not here. It's fine. We're just gonna go with the title fight. Yeah, so in the title fight is going to be So it was very close actually, but in the title fight it's gonna be me versus Groovy. We had a very close fight in the regular event, and I'm actually glad that the Groovy is fighting for the first time for the belt. I think he deserves it. He's a very skilled player, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's have a look at the possible weight classes. Women's strawweight. Yeah, the fight is gonna be 5 rounds. Groovy's getting a lot of interesting weight classes. All right, let's see what's the women's flyweight, women's bantamweight. Women's or heavyweight or light heavyweight. So we're gonna go with women's bantamweight. So let's see if he's ready with the stream. Yeah, he's still streaming. Let's put the names on. Fight's gonna take place at women's bantamweight. Groovy on the right. Alright, for the belt. So this is the title shot. Unfortunately, we're not going to have any commentary. But I hope you're going to enjoy the fight. It's going to be for 5 rounds. And we'll see how it goes. I'll see you guys after.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Let's get busy. Nice. Keep moving. Keep moving. Tuck your chin. Vai, dá um tempo de braço nela. Mais soco, trabalha mais a mão. Let's focus. Work for him. Yes, sir! That's what I'm talking about. Keep doing it again. Do it again. Voltei o corte dela. Bring it to her. Keep moving. There you go. Another one. Another one. Perfeição no gancho. Gostei. Stay aggressive. Nice. There you go. Bota a finalização. Botei ela na cabeça e no tronco.
I'll stop this. You better fight back.
Defend the jump.
It's work. I'll stand it up. It's work.
Let him go. Cuidado, mão direita pro alto. Se liga. It's right there, the underhook. Let's get busy with those hands. Take her down now. Drop that striking. That's it. Good job. Now you got it. Now you got it. Here's where we push.
It's work. It's work.
Staying tight. Staying back here and relax. That eye is swollen.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good. Right back!
Reclaim your half guard. We gotta get out of there.
time.
Breathe deep and relax. There you go. She really swelled that eye up on you pretty bad. You need to keep your hands up and keep your head moving. You can't move forward.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
Agora, isso. Você sabe o que fazer, vai.
Fight back. Fight back.
Good job. Now you got it. Now you got it. Vai alavancando com o braço. É isso aí, muito bom. Mantenha a posição, mantenha a posição. Relaxa, respira. Back it up. Get the hooks in. Stay tight. Stay tight. Finish it. Finish it. Ótima finalização, muito bom.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute of the third round, declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke and new undisputed UFC bantamweight
And
champion
still,
of the world, Myra Shitara. Bueno, still.
I think this is the fourth Grand Prix that I win in a row, so hopefully some of the old veterans want to step in and take this belt from me. It was a great fight against Groovy. I think um, you know, the wrestling usually has an impact on your game plan and your game style, and I noticed that Groovy sometimes was a little bit reckless with some of his strikes, and yeah, it was a great fight. I'm glad that Groovy got his finally he got his title shot. It was a great fight. I'm glad I got the submission. Amazing event tonight, and I really hope that Grand Prix 10, the next one, I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna try to get everybody that played in this season to be here, and also a special guest for this simulation mode. I'm not gonna give it away, but somebody that would really do well in like an elite player that would really do well in this this type of competition. So I hope you guys enjoyed the fights. I hope you guys enjoyed the title fight and the finishes and the turnarounds and everything. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys next Friday.